MAXON Studio. Let's talk about that a little bit. This was a
Do it.
surprise to me. This just kind of happened, and over the weekend I was able to look at it a little bit. Not actually, I didn't get a chance to play with it yet, but I read all about it, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't had a chance to install and check it out. But this is a new template engine that's available to Red Giant MAXON 1 subscribers, which is After Effects templates and an intuitive interface for subscribers. It's got all the Red Giant tools integrated into it and everything, and I guess it has about 250 plus capsules and more that
They're calling them capsules.
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of confusing, but from what I understand, I was watching Chad Perkins do his video on it. Is that they're all it's like a lot of the same stuff that you use in like just your boring explainer videos. It's like, oh, I need a graph, oh, I need to compare some numbers and stuff. It's like these are all just basic templates that you've got at your disposal now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, absolutely. But I understand what they're getting at with the capsule thing, like trying to drive that like capsules are these templated things because it makes sense in the context of Cinema 4D as well. There's things like lower thirds, for example, like you said, these little things that you got to do sometimes. It's great to have these templates ready to go, especially like when it's not really about like super matching a brand or anything. It's just like, I need a lower third. I don't care what it looks like. It just needs to be a lower third, the same kind of thing.
And it's like no one else is going to notice that you use the template, the the template.
I mean, it's like when you're using templates or things in Instagram for Reels, or if you're using TikTok or something like that. Sometimes you just want I need to just write something, and it needs to look like whatever. I just need to put a template in here, so it's great. So Studios says Studios Discover tab reveals a capsule thumbnail gallery. Users can browse, filter, and search in seconds. This solves the problem of staring at a blank page when a transition, title, or other enhancement is needed. Animated capsule previews show how the enhancement will look. There are dozens of us.
There's dozens of us.
Dozens of Adobe and Red Giant tools and plugins. Capsules amount to hundreds or even thousands of parameters and settings. I'm sure there's a bunch of parameters and things like that. And of course, you can adjust the keyframings and all of that. Studio's UI can run in its own window on a separate screen or dock into the After Effects window for a more consolidated workspace. MAXON Studio capsules are responsive. Okay. So whether a project's it means responsive as far as 720, 1080p, or 8K.
I thought that was cool. So I saw him do this. Basically, he had three different, and I was just watching it in passing, so I may get this wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's like, so based off of your composition, like, so if you have like a 720 or a 1080p or a 4K or an 8K composition, it will automatically load it into the correct size, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, but my question though is whether or not it's responsive as far as like vertical video and things like that, because that would be
that is interesting. I don't know,
that would be super useful if you could do something like that. But they look pretty cool. Again, I haven't had a chance to play with them yet, but that looks pretty cool. Looks like it would be useful. It's that's really, for me, that is what Red Giant has been about. Like, I don't always use Red Giant tools because I do a lot of everything I do. I try and stay as native in Octane as I can. I'm not a Redshift person. I try and stay in Octane. I want it to be as close as possible. I've been doing a lot of the tone mapping, forced tone mapping stuff recently. EXRs, and just trying to get it super polished. There's very little thing. I was working on something the other day. The only thing I had to do in post was add a little bit of fumes coming off of a flame, right? That was it. And that's not typically something you're going to do in Octane, although who knows? Like maybe
if you want
some
to, go
OSL
ahead.
thing you can, but I'm not going to go that far. It's, you just need a little bit of heat waves coming off of something. So just go to Red Giant because they've got that.
Yeah.
And so that's what I really use that stuff for. And it's like a pocket knife, Swiss Army knife type thing, right? You bust out your tools, and that's why I pay for it, because you never know when you're going to need that one little thing, even if it is something simple, but it makes it so much easier than having to figure out how you're going to do something or buy one little separate plug-in for something, because there's just so much at your disposal. Sometimes I forget what's in there. Almost need a reminder what's in there, because there's, lens flares, all of that, right? Sometimes you need just a little something, and if you've already got the
I used
package,
the glitch effect
easier.
the other day.
Glitch effect, I use that a lot too. It's like,
I found a really cool plugin that's not Rev Giant. It's called Pixel Sorter. It's on A scripts. That thing is cool. So it takes like all the pixels and like just like stretches them out and like moves them all around. Oh, it was super cool. Anyway,
nice.